BBQpitboys.com. Today we're barbecuing up some corned beef brisket at the pit and serving it up with some potatoes and cabbage. And it's gonna be good. Oh man. And a jigwitch and a shout out to all our Irish American friends who gave us this fine holiday of St. Patty's, where we cook up some corned beef brisket. Alright, here I have a whole brisket cut in two, and that is the flat end, and here we've got the point. We've got a total of about 7 pounds of corned beef brisket, and corned beef means it's a preserved beef brisket, alright? And it gets that red color from the nitrates you use to preserve it. And for this you're going to need some seasoning, some beer. Here we've got some cabbage, of course. We've got some red potatoes, and 1 carrot will do. Alright, let's put this together. So the first thing you need to do with a corned beef brisket is simmer it to get rid of the brine or the salt that's used to preserve it. So we'll drop it in a pot like this, and we'll cover with water, and we'll do a slow simmer. There's no rush. And here's some of the flavorings that was in that brine as well. Good enough. Now, like I said, we'll add some water. We'll top it off just to cover. Now, if you've never had barbecued corned beef brisket before, you're definitely missing something out of your life. You got to check it out. Now, of course, we're going to bless the pot with a favorite working men's beer. Use your favorite working men's beer. All right? And, of course, we're going to need some seasonings. And here we have some coriander, some black peppercorn, and a bay leaf. Put the cover on and do a 1-hour simmer. Easy enough. Smells good already. A bit more to go. Alright, the brisket has been simmered for about an hour, and now we're going to prepare it for the smoker. Now, if you've never heard of smoking a corned beef brisket, you got to check it out. It'll come out real tender and moist, unlike any other boiled meat you've ever done, right? And generally, you don't want to boil meat, do you? Alright, so here we have the end point, and here we have the flat. We're going to dry it off good. Simple enough, like I said. Alright? And then we're going to season it. And use maybe a bit more salt and pepper, definitely. We're going to use our SPG. And you apply it with a little bit of veggie oil here first. Now, many will just boil up their briskets for a couple hours and serve it with potatoes and cabbage, but, you know, like I said, boiled meat is not something that you really want to serve much, right? But we're going to show you a trick here to make it real moist and tender. It involves a low and slow smoke for a bit. So anyway, the point and the flat has been seasoned. And now we'll throw it on our Colossus side box smoker here. And we're going to have a temperature of about 250 to 275 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're going to do it for about 1 hour. Yeah, this will be good. Oh, baby. Kicking back in the pit, eating some brisket. Alright, about an hour has gone away, right? And now what we want to do is wrap the brisket in aluminum foil. Alright, we're going to do some kind of Irish Texas cheat here. And here we're going to add a little bit more moisture. Again, your favorite working man's beer. give it a good wrap, and we'll throw it back on the heat for another hour. Easy. Right. And in the miracle of time, another hour has gone by. We're moving this video on quick. We'll pull it off the smoker and we'll wrap it. And the longer you keep it wrapped, the more tender this brisket will get. That's the trick. So we got time to wait. And in the meantime, we're going to boil up some potatoes and cabbage. So we'll add some fresh water to the remaining stock that's in there. We want to keep some of them flavors in there, right? And we'll heat it up. And we'll quarter up a cabbage. Like I said, I told you it's going to be easy. In fact, there's not much more to say about this, so you just kick back and watch. Grab yourself a cold one. Now we've got some medium-sized potatoes. We're using reds here, and we'll just cut them in two. It'll just cook faster, right? And to sweeten the cabbage a bit, we're going to take 1 carrot and quarter it up. Now, don't you be serving more than 1 carrot at the dinner table. 1 carrot. All right, now the water is simmering, so we're going to add the potatoes and the cabbage in here. This won't take long, just enough until the potatoes get tender. Oh man, it smells good. Put the cover on. It won't take but 10 minutes or so. All right. About another 40 minutes has gone by. And now we'll show you what it looks like. Oh, man. Take a look at that. Now, this will be guaranteed moist and tender, unlike any other corned beef brisket you've ever had. These extra steps are well worth it, and you'll see. All right. Man. Now, let me cut one of these up. And you'll see the moisture in there. Knife goes through it like butter. This is so tender you don't have to cut this corned beef up in thin slices. Good hearty slices like that. I say it's time to eat. Oh, and I should say that we do apologize for eating in front of you like this, but we call this pitmaster privilege. You're going to have your own St. Patty's Day. Take a look at that. Look at those juices. I am telling you, we're talking pastrami sandwich here too, right? Because we barbecued it up. Serve it with your favorite mustard, a little soda bread, and cheers. Thumbs up. So the next time you're looking for a recipe for your pit, check out BBQpitboys.com.